We do instrumentals.
Well, come on.
What up?
Come on,
We live?
Oh,
We
shit.
live?
Yes.
What's up?
There we go.
Or what
You
was
said
it?
what?
You supposed to hit us with the instrumental. Oh, whatever you just said.
I can get some instrumentals.
Get us something.
Hold on, I'm trying to share it. Yo, what's up, y'all? Come on, share this now. Let folks know we is live, baby. We live all the way live. Bruh.
And we got some viewers already. If you're watching, go ahead, let us know in the comments and make sure you do us a favor and share.
Share this feed, y'all. Share this live. I just shared. Hopefully, y'all come check us out, man. Let's have a good time today. I'm about to open it up.
AP, you got somebody say, what's up, AP? I'm in the building.
Who that is?
Hey.
I can't see.
It's on the screen. Look on the screen.
Oh. Hey, J9. Hey, that's my dog.
Hey.
What's up? Hey, Janine. Yo, welcome to Kicking It for a Cause. Everybody, tell us where you from, checking in. Rep your hood, rep your city. Yo, it's so funny. Kelly, you know we used to throw up north side all the time.
How do you throw up north side? For the people that ain't from the north side.
It was terrible. But so in youth build, I found out that I wasn't from the north side, that I'm from the west side. I was like, I'm from the west side.
No, where you? No, that's the north side. I think that's
he got all the people in the building today. Look at AP.
Yes. What's up? Hey, this youth build. Youth build show up and show out. I love it, yo. My youth build crew is here.
What up, y'all?
AP, make sure y'all go ahead and show AP some love by sharing this live.
That's my YB crew. That's my OG youth build crew, man. We had such great times with the youth build. We're gonna actually see some more of the youth build students. Yo, if anybody is looking to get their high school diploma or GED, yo, check out youth build. They are currently accepting new people. If you like construction, go check it out downtown at Slate, 589-8000. I always got to get that little plug because, like I said, amazing program. I will always support it. So, but shout out to the youth build. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say that. But yo,
all right now, then. Okay. All right.
But thanks for lifting that up for real. They have that program is dope, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. So.
Oh snap! And another one, Community T. Because are we on Community T anyway?
Yeah, that's what we started.
Because Kelly, I heard a little T. I know we got some updates on ARPA. But another quick thing down at Slate as well. They are giving away bus passes that'll get you all throughout the year for youth under the age of 24 under. So if you're youth, you need bus. They're doing free bus passes. You sign up, this whole free bus pass program, whatever. Supposed to take all the way through the end of the year. So yeah, they got tons of passes to give away. I think they gave away over 500 allegedly. They gave away over 500.
Said allegedly.
I was gonna say
allegedly.
I heard that. I heard.
Yo, I
heard
just can't open. I blame. I was listening to Gary with the T this morning. He's ignorant.
Oh, he's so shady. But I
him and Debrat was going back and forth about what they did to get in jail. I cried. So what they did to get in jail, I cried. He was like, Brat, you beat a girl over there with a bottle, didn't you? He was like, you was boosting, bro.
Wait a minute, the Brat hour is still in? Oh wow.
Nah. That's
allegedly.
That's what started it. That's what started it, though.
Allegedly.
We don't want nobody suing us. Shout out to the Brat and shout out to
silly.
We don't need them problems over here, okay?
But yo, let's talk about ARPA, yo. Y'all got some good information to share, so I want to hear about that.
Well, ARPA.
Oh, that's what's up, Janine. That's what's up.
Go ahead, start it off. Kick it off, Shavana.
Oh, great. So
that's what's
if
up.
If you
Janine.
have not heard about ARPA, it's sad because tomorrow is literally the last day to complete the survey. Okay, North County family. Yes, my North County family. Shout out to Mr. Biden himself, it trickled down from federal, came to St. Louis County, 193 mil. We only have 80 million left here that St. Louis County Council and Dr. Sam Page and his team has decided to now engage with the community. They released this survey about a month ago, Kelly, right?
Yep.
Roughly a month ago. And they want the feedback from the community on how to, use this fund. Well, me and Kelly and all of us at the Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed campaign, Evolve, the Hood Talks podcast, people in the community who knows about it have been like, rah, 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 rah. Go complete the survey. Go complete the survey. Well, it's pretty much, again, tomorrow's the last day. But if you have not completed the survey, please go complete the survey. Yes. I'm actually going to put the link in the chat because we need y'all to fill out this survey.
Yes, please do it.
We have spread the word, y'all.
Because
the thing about it is, I think the funny thing about it, I was going to say when you was like, there's like 80 million left or whatever, I was definitely going to be like, allegedly. But
that's real tea. Come on,
exactly, because like the thing about it is, y'all gotta understand, these folks have been having plans on plans, and whatever money that they can get their hands on, they're going to try to allocate it for something. So even though they want our input or whatever after the fact, it's like, if we Closed Mouth Don't Fed, if we do not like vocalize and really hold them to it, oh man, they're gonna spend all of that money without even thinking twice.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they want to do with it, and as we say, closed mouths don't get fed. Now, whether you believe it matters or not, filling out this survey is a receipt. That's what we big on receipts, and with us, this is a receipt, y'all. Fill out the damn survey, okay? Put it on record, because this is all we hear. Well, they don't do, and we need that, and da. You Kickin is not putting nothing on record. Kickin is not a receipt. Fill out the damn survey from St. Louis County Council, because I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear, well, they should have done this. Well, did you complete the damn survey? No. Same thing with the census, but I'm not going to go there because we're talking about ARPA. Just complete the survey, because I don't want to hear nothing about nobody and no coins or no programs or et cetera, et cetera. You have the opportunity. You are on your phone ordering something online right now. Go on to the St. Louis County website and fill out the damn survey. If not for you, for your babies. Can we do that?
Kelly is
bringing
the heat tonight,
y'all. I'm tired. These people, y'all don't understand. Real quick, and then I'm done. Y'all don't understand. Me and Savannah and our Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed campaign, we've been battling. Man. We've been fighting because these people, they don't want your inputs. Hello. Let me say that again. They don't want your input because they already know what the hell they want to do with this money.
Yeah.
So utilize this opportunity to open your mouth and express what your community needs. Y'all, we fighting. We are in the trenches. But y'all gotta show up. Point blank, period. And the fact that they're making this so difficult for us, it proves how vital and how important it is for you to provide your input. That's all.
And the value of this, though, let me come back, because one thing you did say is we always say what they don't do, but we don't never have the proof, right? Here's the proof. If you fill out the survey and you're asking for, things like mental health services, and they don't put that into mental health services, guess what you can say? You didn't do what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? Election season is in. Vote they asses up out them seats.
Facts. Facts. Yo, we need to make sure we have a the general.
We got some elections. We got some time, y'all. We got some time.
Yo,
what you say?
Actually, ain't the general election April 6th?
There's some April 5th is a election.
Yes. April 5th is one, but there's another election in August.
Yes, there's some in August. The ones that really matter to this ARPA survey and county council and stuff, that is in August.
So I do have a question. When is Holly up to get him out of there? I'm sorry. I just real quick because I saw him trying to grill Our Lady, and he's just so. When's he up? Because we need to get that seat back.
We need the bin up.
Do we know when he's up?
Just throw him in the trash. Can we just?
Is that in August?
Can we throw Missouri in the trash right now? Can we throw Missouri in the trash?
Misery.
That's the key. We need Missouri out the door.
Blunt's a lost cause. He needs to get out too. But Harley, at least we have a fighting chance with Harley. Because that's typically
y'all
a Democratic.
know that there is a Senate seat up. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering who's up.
So Blunt, he's retiring.
Oh.
He's not running again, or I don't know if he termed out or whatever. He ain't running again. So that seat is. That's why the people that had guns, the
you know what,
and the West End couple, because that guy, he's running for that seat.
And that must have been what Greitens was going for, because Greitens was going for a Senate seat, and that must have been the seat that he.
Now I don't know.
His wife came at perfect time. His wife then came out there and told us.
It's crazy, ain't it?
I don't know who set that up. But she came and said he hit her. I'm like, golly.
The timing is impeccable. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, real
with
talk.
that story coming out.
That's some Donald Trump, the Russian invasion, Hillary Clinton stuff.
Y'all on one tonight, ain't y'all? Okay. I love the energy y'all bringing.
Yeah, we got a great show.
We do have a great show. Man, we got some. I mean, the community tea was already hot because we know, again, ARPA is unfortunately the last day. I'm gonna say it again. It's the last day, but please go complete that survey and tell all your folks. Anything else that's going on around here that we know about? I know you shouted out Youth Bill and their efforts, but any other things that's pop? If y'all know, y'all always do this to us. What is popping in the community?
Let us know.
No, we don't know everything. That's why we created this space so we can get to passing info.
I want to share some real quick on the city side of ARPA. So, for folks that aren't aware, St. Louis City, they're slated to receive a total of like $500 million. The first half, for the most part, has been accounted for. However, so there's about $40 million that's left. And so I guess this was maybe last week or the week before. I know Board of Alderman President Louis Reed, he came up with this kind of proposal, roughly $37 million that would basically provide grants to corridors in North St. Louis City, right? To support small businesses, nonprofits, entities that have really been hardest hit by COVID-19, right? So, okay, cool. It voted out of committee, whatever. Then it went to the Board of E&A, not E&J. I tell people that. The Board of E&A with the city of St. Louis, because they hold the purse strings, basically. And they have to approve some of these Bitcoin appropriations.
What's E&A, Kelly? What does E&A stand
for? Gosh, I think it's
economic. Is it economic?
It's estimate and apportionment. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. But it's three members. 3 members of the Board of E&A is Mayor Jones, our comptroller, Darlene Green, and the president of the Board of Aldermen, Brother Louis Reed.
Well, that's probably an interesting conversation.
It is. It always is. So yesterday they had a meeting.
The dynamics of that.
They approved, most of the stuff on there. But the agenda item, I think, was number 5, was this $37 million for the North City corridors. They put a pause on it because our comptroller kind of had an issue with Brother Lewis. I was like, look now, man. Why haven't you sent this to my office before now, bro? Why? Because I'm not about to vote on this right now. No, because you should have sent this before this meeting. That is how we do things. So, Brother Lewis, he ain't happy about that because it just seems like, on his end, we're holding up sending out this money to North St. Louis City.
I swear, all they do is argue and fight.
And it's like it's hard. It's just petty. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, they're extreme. Like, why are they extremely petty the way they are, yo?
So we'll see what happens with the North Side. With some of this coin. She seemed open, obviously, to that, but time is ticking. Time is ticking. So we'll see. I'm sorry, I brought it down. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's dope that they bringing all that money to the communities, though. So hopefully they follow through on all of that. So, but
yeah,
another story. Tune into the in case you missed it. Them breakdowns will be very informative.
Well.
Let's get it.
Let's get into the conversation. Let's let some of these young folks bring some of their perspective into this convo. Okay. It's much needed. Welcome our guests, y'all. Kicking it for a cause. We don't do too many of those guest appearances, but we always love connecting with what we call, as Kelly would say, the young folk.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Okay.
No, we would not say.
I was not going to say that one.
I ain't trying to shut nobody down. So sorry.
No, we talking about the young folk. They probably like, what the heck? We'll tell y'all offline. Anyway. How y'all doing?
Hey,
what's going on, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
Come on. So, should we let them introduce themselves real quick?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go around.
Do I got everybody up here?
All right, let's start with Sid. Sid, familiar face. Sid actually joined us last time. Thanks for joining us again, Sid. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Thank you for inviting me. My name is Cedric Quinn. I'm 25. I'm a case manager worker at Charles & Schwab.
That boy, that corporate, business corporate. All right, we got Elise in the middle.
Hello, I'm Elise. I'm 26. That's all. Saye is here. Anthony is here.
Hey.
We're glad to be here.
Thank y'all so much for joining us.
I love it. She like,
hey, you 26, Elise? Golly.
Yeah, I just had a birthday.
All right, we got Ant.
I'm Anthony. I'm a college student. I'm 23. I'm 23, and I do also I have a visual media business.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Ant, because for those who watch the Hood Talks podcast in our intro video, yes, that's the one that shot that. So shout out to him. Top 2 Visuals did that. They did that. And shout out to AP too on that. Yes. He made that sound like a soundtrack. I still to this day be like, hey. So yes, y'all. Thanks for joining us. And Zay, is Zay there?
I don't know. He said he can't hear us.
I think his break is over.
I think he dropped off. Okay.
Yeah, I think he might be in a bad area. It's all good.
All right, Zay. Catch us next time. If you can come back, please come back. So let's get into this, y'all. So y'all, let's start off with the ARPA question, right? Because we was just sitting here talking about ARPA, right? We was saying what ARPA is and all of this. And I want to know personally, if you was given $193 million and was said to use that money for community, what would be something that you would do?
Ooh, well, I'll go. Mine is personally, I live in the city, and so I'm gonna say these on some of the city aspects, but some apply to the county as well. But one, roads. I live in North City, to be exact. Roads are terrible, full of potholes. Also, there's a lot of spots in North City where there are just a street full of abandoned buildings, or half of some are collapsed. Either way, they're just sitting there rotting away and decaying, and doing something with that. Whether those buildings that are already collapsing, taking that down, even if nothing is built automatically there, but just instead of having a half crumbling building there, letting that be open land.
Yes, come on with that.
Yes.
Getting rid of these abandoned buildings and putting some nice greenery in our communities. I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to jump in on something that they would do?
I
Feel
would
the
do
community?
I would do the roads too, but I also would give the people a chance to actually vote what they actually want from the money. I wouldn't give them the exact amount of money, but I would ask, what do y'all want? What do y'all need in the community? And then I would act off of that rather than thinking or putting action to what I think they need or want.
Community engagement. I'm always.
As far as community though, us over here, we don't really feel like roads or like housing and stuff because majority of us have kids, and so it's like we it would be like homeless shelters or stuff helping people with kids or doing those kind of things because having kids is so hard.
Whew, sis.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Great.
I was gonna say I think some of the boys and girls clubs that's been sitting around too, especially like my closest to Matthew Dickey, some of them need to be updated and stuff, maybe computer labs in there, something for the kids. Everything's technology now. And so I think some of those need to be updated.
Yeah, I think kids need a place to be in, especially in summertime. Like it's too much stuff out here for them to do, and a lot of it is too negative. So they need. I remember born as a kid. We had the Y, we had Matthew Dickey's, we had Herbert Hoover, where we just couldn't go, and it wasn't that expensive. So we need to bring back a lot of those fellowship programs, and the church. Church need to get back involved with the people and the kids.
Yo, do y'all think that like getting this money and putting it toward ways of things that we believe as a community of Black people, if you want to say, pulling those different things, do y'all think that it will help when it comes to actually no cancer? Do y'all think it's a solution? Like, do y'all think it's a solution when it comes to like crime, unemployment, X, Y, and Z? Like, do y'all think that would be a good solution?
I don't think it's a solution. I think it's a good step towards a solution, but not necessarily a solution. Crime, and especially crime, only thing that's going to stop crime is the people that's doing crime. There's not really a formula to stop crime. You can like hinder it, you can slow it down, but you won't completely stop it, if that makes sense. So it's
I think more
definitely.
so it happens with the crime is happening now, and it's coming from our young people because it's not anything to do. Like when I was a kid, we would go for a month throughout the summer. My mama would send us to camp, and we would have to do camp. We'd come home on the weekend, and when Monday we're going back to camp, and it was like that was throughout the whole summer. And or we'll do like boys and girls club and stuff. Now the kids are playing in the basement, and then when you don't have nothing to do, you go find something to do.
I definitely don't think it's a solution either. But I guess Cedric's saying it's a step in making our communities better. You might want to take care of it more and look after it more. But no, I don't think it's not a solution to stopping it.
So I got a question, and I feel at least on what she's saying about not being able to, for the kids now not being able to have anything to do. How do y'all feel like? I know we talked about this a little bit too last time, but how do you guys feel like? What's the disconnect between the youth in the community and being involved in the community right now? Like, how can we bridge? I guess what's the disconnect? If you can understand that, like what's causing it not to be like something that the youth want to be involved in?
Or how do we get y'all like interested in things like community politics, things like, community development, things like, checking out these council meetings, seeing what's really going on, things like knowing voting, how do we that's not cliche or even corny. Like, how do we really get y'all like really involved in just community conversation and action? Because like, I think we say that too because like, I don't know, I'm not speaking for everybody, but for me, I truly believe that when it comes to passing the torch, our parents, grandparents dropped the ball. Like they're still running the country.
Majorly.
Like, the fact that there's girl, I was going to talk about our alderman.
I mean,
how old is he?
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth.
How old is he?
Too damn old.
Look at the president. Shit, I'm sorry.
But to Alan's point, right? Like, and that's why I'm excited that we have y'all on because we not like that, right? We know, I mean, right now we in our prime, right? Okay. But when I'm 70, I'm chilling somewhere on a beach, sipping something and just looking at the beautiful water. Okay. I ain't trying to be doing all this work. So to his point, like how can we get folks y'all age ranges to really just become more involved and more engaged because we know we're gonna have to pass the torch to y'all. So how can we initiate that process with y'all?
I think it's two dilemmas really. One, we're taught as kids to stay in the child's place. You know, you speak as a child, you sit at the kids' table, you do as a child, you are a child. You're supposed to be a child until you become an adult. But the issue is there's no teen area where we can learn how to be an adult. The adult conversations we just thrown into the conversation. So a lot of us don't really know politics. We don't know who to vote for. A lot of us color folks, we vote blue because I mean it's Democrat. Most black people vote Democrat. You know, they don't really know the difference between independent or Republican or Democrat. So it's hard to become an adult when you've been in child place for so long and don't know how to, or you're not trained to be an adult. And the second is even as kids, they've been taking a lot of like junior achievement out when we learned about money. We used to go to the Magic House and learn about politics. You know, they took a lot of those programs out of schools, out of elementary schools, out of middle schools. So that's the disconnect right there. It's probably institutionally there for us not to know, you know. So it's hard and then our parents really don't know for real because they wasn't taught, because they was going through stuff too, and their parents didn't know because it was segregation. So you know, where y'all generation is really the start of teaching.
That's powerful.
The reason why we gotta, like, we all we got, like, we are literally all we have, like, really, you know, and even not in like a militant, you know, Black Panther type way, but it is true, like, we all we got. No,
but I mean, if you think about what you just said in that space about the Black Panthers, though, their first thing was about teaching. It was the teaching. So shout out to Cedric on that. I truly believe that is the dynamics of how we reform this whole space is teaching. My thing is, how do we teach it into a space where you guys are accepting it and open to it?
That y'all even come, honestly, that y'all even come. You know,
we have been talking a lot, right? And the Hood Talks podcast has this thing of the Hood Talks politics. Like, we have created this space, but we want, like, I'm trying to aim to like the younger people. Like, so how do we make it to where you guys, like you said, you want to come and you want to tap in? What can we do to make it, you know, I guess not just fun, but worth your while?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it'll be easier to teach little kids more than our generation, because a lot of us is kind of stuck in our ways, even in our 20s or early 20s, late 20s. It may be easier to teach kids and not force them, but they shouldn't have a choice to know. This should be common knowledge. You know what I mean? This is something that's going to help their future. So they should already be taught this. Our generation, to bring us to the table, food always work, but like, I don't know. it's hard. I really don't know how to bring us to it unless you make it where we can relate to it. I guess everything we doing is relatable, but I don't know how to get our attention to what we need to know.
And let me say, I respect that y'all ain't the only youth out here. So, I definitely think that's valid. So I understand that. But it's just, I just think it's really hearing you all's perspective is just helpful for us. Because again, like they said, we've been in that space too where we was told not to talk. That ain't too far away. We was in that space too, where they was like, sit down, shut up, and don't worry about grown folks' business. Stay in the
Even
child's
now.
Still,
now,
I was gonna say,
Even now.
even in politics, they be like, "Oh, we want the youth to show up," and then we show up. Shut down. That ain't how we talking about doing it. They be like, hey, "What do you want then?" I'm confused, lady or man. Wait. So I think, but I hate to say it like this. That sounds probably mean, but I was gonna say eventually that generation is going to fall off. And then we're going to have to take the torch. But my thing is for the next generation not to have to fight and learn at the same time. Like we shouldn't have to be learning in this space of fighting. We should already come with the tools that we need to fight. But we're learning. And so I want to make sure whatever I learn, I pass. So that y'all can just take the torch and run with it. Whew, come on, future.
Also, if I reverse the question, if we come and show up and then we trying to change things for the better or how we see that it will be better, will y'all listen? Because I think that's another dilemma as well. Like we have a lot of ideas, we have a lot of good change, like things we can change and be better, but it gets shut down because we too young, we kids, So
us three on this platform, we want to hear that. We know y'all are on like a whole other level, like y'all's generation in a whole other stratosphere compared to where we at. And we need that. We need that energy, that fresh perspective, because we kind of jaded a little bit. But we need folks that are thinking outside of the box. So we're here. And I think a lot of people in our age range, I think we're very open and very receptive to hearing what it is that y'all have to say. Now, the people that's a little bit more seasoned than us, that's a whole other story. We know what that's given. But I think y'all can chime in, Alan and Shavannah, but I think that's what we want. We want to hear y'all. We do.
Yes, I think that's valid. Because again, they're going to be a point where I'm ready to sit down, and then I'm going to be honest too. You guys are like the middleman in the sense to the generation after you all.
I was just gonna say because the one after y'all, I really don't know.
Right.
Woo, I'm scared of them.
But y'all are a little closer to them where y'all could more probably relate to them than we can.
More closer than us.
Yeah. Definitely. So it's like y'all gonna, for me, make it easier to tap into them. So why not utilize you to make it easier to tap into the next generation?
Yeah.
Because and then I'm with Kelly. Like some stuff I just ain't with it. If you want to do it, go ahead, do it. And that take the load off my back. I don't want to work and run myself crazy. Look, I'm ready for somebody to be like, Shavannah, let me get a seat on one of these shows. Hi, come take the seat, young man. You ready, Cedric? You ready? I don't know about that.
I want to hear Elise or Anthony. What y'all think?
I was gonna say, okay. I like what Cedric was saying on it needs to be taught in school, the politics and current events and that type of idea. It needs to be taught in school, maybe some after school programs at the Wider Boys and Girls Club or something, or even in your own school, because everything for us is like social media and phones, and that's all you're looking at. So I think one thing is, and I've been asked this question as a media person: how do we bring basically this politics and this type of news to my generation and after me? And it's hard trying to bring something which may look dull, it's something that seems just like information, or something that seems far off from anything they should be concerned with affecting them. And so, like, if you most of our phones, most of our social media, the news we follow is It's bloggers. It's bloggers and entertainers. Half of the information may not even be true. You got to double check. My generation is not watching the news. You see my parents watching the news, and you grow up watching your parents watching the news. Like, that's boring. You keep moving. We check the weather on our phone. We don't even watch the news to check the weather. And so I think so much with that disconnect of it's bringing more of this, the platform of this politics and information, bringing that more to social media, and being the question is just how I know it's how to grab our attention for it. I think it needs to start on social platforms. That's the biggest way you're gonna reach us, because we're not watching. We don't even watch TV. Our shows on streaming services. So that may be your phone, whatever console you have in your house. So I know the first thing is it has to be social media platforms.
I ain't gonna lie, and I don't even get the news from Shade Room. So if it ain't in the same room, I'm not gonna know. So
You know what?
That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about.
And it's so funny because like Kelly Vanna, like our generation, we're kind of like we're like the last ones. Like, we are literally the connection. Like we're the ones who still watch the news or still watch cable television. You know, but we're also the ones who know streaming. And so like case in point, I can tell my 70-year-old dad, I can show him how to get on Netflix. You feel me? Because I understand it, but I can speak his language too. You know, case in point, my aunt Cass, 78, called me last week. My TV talking to me. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, I get it, you know. I really feel like it's really interesting how, like, we're definitely that last kind of connection. Remember the rotary telephone, man.
I remember that.
Throwback. Remember the first car phone? First car phone with the wire.
Bro, what? My mom had one of those jokers, man. What?
And they don't even think about a car phone because they cell phones is everything right now. Like,
bro, we had pagers. We remember pagers.
Imagine.
Pagers.
Remember pagers? I had a pager, bro.
What? We tell my age. They looking at us like, what?
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Bro, then them two-way pages, everybody wanted a two-way pager, bro. That joke was crazy.
Yeah, we sorry, y'all. We went down memory lane. We just took a trip down memory lane. But now, I think that's legit what Aunt said though about social media. And kind of why I felt like putting myself out here on this platform is because this is where everybody is. But I think also for me, y'all, I want to know, like, how do y'all value that information at all though either? Because I know it's not being like talked about and it's not being shown anywhere. No one is really highlighting those things, but does that stuff still is that stuff still valid to you? Like politics and community. Is that still like something
crime
that's
prevention?
Really, crime
health,
prevention.
You know, like financial literacy, like
Is that
it is good to like know like stuff like that, like to have people like even teach you, like AP for example, like having somebody like AP who you may like person like me, I'm not gonna look to see like what Joe Biden and them got going on, like it's not in my interest, but having somebody like AP is like, hey, you need to know like this is going on right now, like you need to make sure that you have knowledge of this, and once he break it down to me, it be actually making sense. So I feel like if you have somebody like that around you, then like you'll start to get into it more.
I agree with Zay. Because I agree with Zay and Anthony, because most of our everyday life is on social media. And then sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, I get tired of politics or like hearing what's going on in the world. But then you really hear, like watching it, it's like, okay, reading it, it's like, oh, okay. But if somebody talking to you about it, it's like, okay, I see what's going on, or this was going on. It's like, I guess the way y'all doing it is catching attention.
I was gonna say, especially like having platforms like this, like where we're able to openly talk about it. We can just have a conversation back and forth. We laugh and making jokes about it. It's not just for us, and especially for us, it's like sometimes our generation can be hard headed about stuff or don't want to hear it. Fine, and I go do this myself or go do it this way. Da da da. Like, because we feel like we can go do it on our own, and so instead of being talked to, we can have a conversation. It's not just you're not just rigidly receiving a bunch of information. You feel like you got to take notes like you're in class, where to talk, have open conversation about it. If I don't understand it this way, you can make this analogy for me. And like, oh, okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm asking you a question back. And so just being able to openly have this conversation rather than seem like information being forced down to you makes it a lot better as well.
That's legit.
Question. Like on that topic, is everyone familiar with the monumental history making pick for the Supreme Court, the new judge on the Supreme Court? Is everybody familiar with? I don't want to mess up her name. Y'all give me her name.
Judge Jackson. We can go there. Yeah,
Judge Jackson.
Yeah.
Everybody familiar with like what's going on and like, or at least heard that like, yo, the first black female Supreme Court judge is currently getting like questioned.
I seen it was like and it was being like blog page, like it was on a blog page, somebody reposted it, so like that's the only reason I know about it, and I just like kept going.
True, but no, that's real. And I just wanted to mention that because like that's kind of case in point. You know, when like it may not be entertaining unless you like watch it and you really see like how these racist Republicans are like trying to drill her. They're literally, honestly, they're just being petty. They're literally being petty and trying to drill her. But like the way she's just like handling it all, and she's like killing it. Like, yeah. So I'm just wondering if yeah, those are the type of things like, you know, if you guys are aware of certain things like that. Or even if it's interesting, you know.
Well, one I actually just saw it. I know this is like the third day, but for me, I just found out about it today, and so I'm behind on information. I actually thought like, man, I've been on social media. I need to watch the news. It's been 2 days. Like I thought about that to myself earlier today because I had missed this information. But I think especially those town halls to me are pretty interesting. Kelly's had me at some of the local town halls, and even just I'm being there to work. But once I'm working, I'm like I'm listening, and actually once you actually sometimes it's hard just to get started to actually dive into something. But actually once you're there, once you actually listen, you start to formulate your own ideas. Whether you don't even have to speak out loud, but you're formulating your own ideas in your head. You're thinking about different ways that can be handled on. And then sometimes you react like, that's outrageous. They crazy. Like, this what they trying to do? They don't make no sense.
Shout out to Kelly. She would definitely
for real, yo.
You'd be like, what the?
Yeah, I'm taking everybody with me. We all.
And you know what?
Y'all need to hear.
But you know what too? And I think this is really dope too. Like, you know, getting like once again on the whole getting you all's generation involved, like no lie, you guys are getting a leg up above us because I didn't really get interested in politics until I was maybe 30, 32. You feel me?
For me, look,
yeah, like and so yeah, so the fact that you guys are like kind of plugging in at 22, at 23, at 26, like yo, you know, bro, who knows? We could be looking at future aldermen. Yeah, you feel me? We could be looking at future, like no lie, like for real.
Congress people. I mean, for real.
Yeah, that's legit. But no, I mean, and let me say this because I think Elise hit a note is that sometimes you get into the space of, and you know, it's survival. Like for me, she said she got children, you know, her family life, and then outside of family life, you get the importance of just trying to have fun. You still young. You still want to have some type of fun. So if you're not working and taking care of your family, you're trying to find a little time that you do get to have some type of self-care and self-fun. So I think those things become like the focus, and then everything else becomes the back end. But I think also to note to what y'all was saying, like having people that introduce you to the space. because I didn't have nobody say, hey, this is something that you should know about. This is something that is interesting. This is something that can impact not only our lives now, but your future lives. So like Elise, if getting in the game and knowing what you learn as you go now, that impacts your children. You know what I mean? So like you'll understand the dynamics of the school district, your neighborhood, and it's so the child care services, all of those things are impacted by the local government. So I think it is important, but I also think, like you guys said, like you just kind of get into the space where you just want to have fun, you want to be, and sometimes this space can be stressful. So let's talk about mental health. That's my thing now too. How are you guys handling with all of the things that's going on in the world? Because let's not forget, we had the pandemic, right? We also now have a war that's going on, along with the crazy politics and what they're doing to that judge. Because I heard you say, AP, that she's standing there strong, but as I watch that, it's hard for me, because why do we have to continue to be that? Oh, yeah. They're attacking this lady. She can't attack back.
I can't watch it.
And she's very overqualified. She's more qualified than all of them.
She's more qualified than all the other mugs on
all the judges on there. But again,
her answers though. I love the way she looked at Ted Cruz like, are you serious? You sound so dumb.
Just looking like everybody mama up there, like,
bro.
But I mean, I mean, the mental health space around this, right? Because this is a lot. We have to like think about too where we are as a people, and the things that we have to deal with in our everyday lives. So, how are you guys at that age where you are now? How do you handle, or how do you take care of your mental health, or is that even something you think about?
Me personally, I have always had mental health issues, and I've been able to voice it. Like I could tell my mom, okay, something wrong here, I need some help. So, but I also see other people go through it, and I'll be like, girl, you need a psychiatrist or a therapist. Like psychiatrist and therapist is everything. And honestly, now in life, I have probably went like a couple years without a psychiatrist and therapist, and now I'm seeing psychiatrists and therapists now. And I just feel like I would have been way better off if I never stopped seeing them. So I don't know how other people deal with it, but I am quick to say, okay, look, you are off, you need some help. I cut the world off to get myself together, because it's like, that's what I need to do. Yes. But I'll be telling people like, baby, you need to get yourself something.
Shout out to you for that. I just want to say that, because I know there is a stigma within the Black community about folks when they need help, that they recognize that and they go out and they seek it from a professional. So shout out to you for recognizing that and speaking to that on this platform, for real.
Yeah, yo, especially my fellas too. Like on the flip side, because like in the Black community too, boys don't cry, man. Suck it up. Stop crying, girl. Like that. Like I ain't gonna lie. I've been guilty of saying that to a little nephew or or a little cousin. Like, man up. Stop crying, little girl, bro. Like, whereas we don't express ourselves emotionally. We don't even tell anything's going on. We good, and then you see guys flip out, or you see, you see cats lose it. And it's like, dang, bro, what was going on? What was they dealing with? And on flip of that, with my young Black men, I mean, honestly, young Black people, is that you guys are losing friends, and loved ones at a crazier rate than we did, like coming up. And so like it's definitely really dangerous. Like at least we're talking about like how these young cats, and these 16, 17-year-olds dying, like, yeah, like, so yeah, how do you guys, what's some more different things
I know this is a no judgment zone, so like I know I can be open here. So like mental health for me, like I kind of like went the wrong path, I can say that, but like the wrong way with it, like because at a young age, as some of my people here know, like I lost a father at 13, so like losing my dad is just like, it's like a big chunk of me just left. Like, and I was trying to deal with it at a young age because I was young, but I knew I went down the wrong way. And then just like losing friends back to back, like going through middle school and high school, it was like, it just sucks. So like I kind of went to like, just like, all right, I'm gonna just cope with smoking and it'll be cool. Like, it just, everybody do it, so I might as well just cope with smoking. but I don't want to deal with that no more. Really, in my opinion, like smoking is cool. Like it's if you do it, you do it. But it's getting like to me, like I saw this with my friend. It's getting repetitive to me, like because like you smoke, you drink, you know it. You try to cope with it, but at the end of the day, when you wake back up the next morning, you like, all right,
I'm
it's
to the
still here.
same.
It's still here. Like I'm still dealing with this. So like I still gotta live with this day by day. No matter how much I take, I still gotta wake up the next day and like, dang, they gone. So I say for like to get better with it, just like I say like pray and really talk. Cause AP has been telling me like to open up more, to like talk to people. So I say like try to like talk and open up more.
I was sure for the sake to use it, Zay. My question was, after you get done smoking and drinking, you know how you're smoking and drinking, that's your withdrawal, but after that is done, your feelings and everything that you feel, that conscious mind that tell you like, okay, because it's something that tell you once you come down. Because me, I get what you saying, losing somebody. I smoke, I drink, I do it, I go get drunk, I smoke, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna take care of my baby. But then like, okay, once I get done with it, it's this something that's in your mind, it tell you something. What do you do with it?
Really like try to put my mind at ease. Like I play games or I'll get on the phone, try to go to work. I just try to get my mind off of it, but on for some reason it just always end back up to like that main thing. Like I'm just gonna smoke. I don't care. And like, but lately I don't know for some reason like started like this year like in January just I've been crying more like by myself, like just by myself. Like I don't want nobody to hear me. So I just like I go outside and like even sit outside or like go in my room, close my door, just cry. And then like I'm done, I'm like, okay, I'm cool, like and pray, just keep going. So like I've been getting better with it lately, but like when I was younger, like 13, 14, 15, like I was really trying to be cool with it, but not try to show my feelings like I was hurt with it.
Um,
Hmm.
I say for you, well, like that crying, it is an outlet. It's letting all those emotions go that you will build up, even from the smoking and drinking, everything that you building up and holding inside, and everything. Crying is the outlet to let that go, and I know afterwards you feel lighter, even just like your whole body feels lighter. And so I say one for me personally for myself, Zay knows, AP knows. One, I'm quick to cut off social media on my phone. Like if I'm getting feeling heavy and tired from things, I can leave that wherever it is, and they'll be looking for me trying to figure out where I am. But it's just me getting myself together, working through whatever I need to work through. And I think people should also recognize like hobbies in yourself and what you like. Use those as outlets. There's outlets to get out those emotions. Everybody, like they said, he's been crying more lately. But that's not necessarily everybody's outlet. Me personally, I like mine is drawing. I like drawing and listening to music. But whatever it is, you just find that hobby, whatever you like to do, and you let that be an outlet for your expression.
That's legit.
I think for me, especially as a kid, mental health was kind of hard for me because like I didn't know until maybe senior or freshman year in college that I was an empath. So I being around people has always been draining for me, and I know, especially as a kid, going to church every Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, like almost every day of the week. You gotta talk to people. My parents making me say hello to like older people. Like it was draining, touching everyone, feeling all their emotions and everything. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew I didn't like it. And my outlet was sports. Like even though I'm like contacting people in sports, like I can like flip the switch and just be myself. I can just express and get rid of all of that negative energy that I've been feeling, or positive energy sometimes too. Just releasing it until like someone actually explain like, hey, you might be an empath. Like if you feeling all of this stuff and it's real intense, like you can literally feel people emotion, feeling their energy and stuff like that. This might be you. And like I read it and kind of understood it more and more. So yeah, I didn't know as a kid, so it was just draining. And then trying to tell, my dad or uncles or something like, hey, I don't want to be around people. It's like too much. And then like Alan said, like grow up, or you being soft, be a man, stuff like that. That's hard when literally you can't take it because it's too much. So now I understand that I can't be around a lot of people, and if I am around a lot of people, I have to take a couple of days to just recuperate, just let it all go, and just be to myself. Those social media. That's another reason why I really don't get on social media that much as far as like news outlets, because the news is like 90% negativity. So that's hard just to see it. Like even though it's on the phone, like I can still feel people pain. I can see their tears. I can feel their emotions. So that's hard too. So I don't even try to get on a lot of news outlets.
You work in corporate America too, dude. So
that's even harder.
You can't even that, bro. You gotta, bro. I understand that. You gotta put your poker face on, bro. Case in point, I had 2 funerals last week. Nobody knew at my job. Like nobody knew. Like so I'm pushing it through. Hey, how you doing? And it's just like.
That's not healthy though, and that's why I hate the corporate space. It's not healthy. I hate that. And I'm with you. That like if I feel like I need to get away and disconnect, because I'm with you. I'm very much. I feel emotions and people and energies and but when they can drain you, and so you have to unplug. But having to fake it is even harder. And I think a lot of our society we're just going to go and say we're doing okay because people are like, oh, you always bad, that feeling down, are you always this, are you always negative, that shit. Like don't get me started on those folks. But no, like legit, like you should be able to say I'm not okay today, and I need a moment and step back. And it's sad that we have to, especially like that lady sitting up there, the judge. That lady is not okay sitting up there. She has to put on a great face for these people, and she ain't okay. She's getting attacked, and that is not healthy for the Black community. It's not healthy for us to have to keep going through these faces and these spaces like that. But I digress because that's a whole nother. But shout out to y'all. Much respect. I just want to say open because this is very much a non-judgment zone. We are here to support and uplift because I think, along with politics and all those other things, Black mental health is very much important. So shout out to all y'all for doing whatever y'all need to do to make it through each day. And I know my girl Kelly. Come on, Kelly.
I just got one more question. I know we're gonna play the game, y'all. We're gonna get to the game, but I always like to I don't know, a takeaway or an aha moment or something to wrap this up. So I know a lot of folks older than us, the not OGs. We not OGs yet, but a lot of more seasoned people are like, oh, them young people, they don't give a damn about nothing. They don't care. They just out here, they reckless, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, which we know is not true, right? It's a huge overgeneralization, and that's not true. So I just kind of want us to kind of close it out with asking y'all, like, what's something that you want to squash? What do you think is a huge misconception, or how do y'all feel misunderstood? If there was one thing that you could tell that old person that assumes the worst, because people assume the worst, okay, about y'all. I'm just saying, you can't tell them nothing. They just out here. So I just kind of, and I know sometimes y'all may feel like no one listens to you and that people kind of tell y'all to sit down or whatever. So what is that one thing? What do you think is the largest misconception or something that you want those old people to know or to consider when we're talking about people in y'all's age range?
We wasn't raised the same. We was not raised the same. Like
Lord, she took it right out my mouth.
I get to it with Alan, my mama, all the people. I'm sorry. We was not raised the same. You was raised that you cannot talk. I was raised that I am open to be able to say what it is that I want to say. And I'm just learning now. I'm older, so I'm trying to learn. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. But it's just like, I get in trouble for that all the time. Like, I'm sorry, I cannot be quiet. I don't know how. I mean, I'm not going to. Like, I'm going to say, and we're going to compromise it with you being grown and me being a child to what needs to be said, because I'm probably a child to you, but at the end of the day, I'm grown. So it's like, some got to give.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that our generation is lazy, and it kind of goes with the we didn't grow up the same, but in the sense of like generation before us, it was probably a lot of housework, a lot of yard work that the kids often had to do and help out. And now sometimes you see the kids on the phone, you see us on the games, and it's looked at as we're lazy. But also in our world today, with one our generation is full of go getters who go make things happen, and also that's sometimes where our business is. We got people getting paid a ton of money just for streaming, YouTube, video games, and putting that out there. You have your phones. That's your whole social media network of reaching out to people, contacting people, expanding your business and what people see. And so sometimes what looks can be it's seen as lazy because we didn't have these type of it wasn't set up like this to be on our phones and to be on video games like this or whatnot before. But just because of things the way things are today is we can be looked at as lazy when there's a lot of go getters. We can't hear you, Sid.
You unmuted, but we can't hear you. Did he drop off?
Yeah.
Well, come on, Zay.
Well, she really took like what I was gonna say. Like we weren't raised the same. I tell my mama that all the time. Like it don't. Me and my mama like we clash heads sometimes, but sometimes we just be like talking. We be like we really was like not raised the same. Like she was raised like you go to work, you gonna come home. You gonna do your work, you gonna stay home. I'm like, I'm gonna do my work before I go to work. I'm gonna go to work. Now I'm gonna hang out. It's like you don't need to go hang out. So it's just like we weren't raised the same. And then some things, like how she said, like you expressing ourselves. I feel like sometimes when we try to express ourselves, it comes off as disrespectful. It comes off as you're not supposed to say that because you're younger than me. Like I've been through what you already been through, so you can't tell me nothing. But sometimes I feel like our parents or other people don't really know what's going on day by day, so I feel like they can consider to like open just to have a conversation instead of just referring to, oh, I'm grown, I already been through that. You can't tell me nothing.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
All
Come
right,
on.
good. I was gonna say and kind of stole the words out of me. Like our generation ain't lazy. We other generations was taught like you either go to school or you go to the military, and after that you go get a job. Don't matter what the job is, you retire.
Cedric. We
Our
done
dream job.
lost you. We losing you, Cedric.
Yeah, we're losing you.
He can't even hear us, I don't think. Can you hear us, Cedric? Technology.
He got a lot to say too.
I know he's
No.
Cedric, no, stop. We can't hear you no more.
Sid.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
I'm sad because it's
I
like you
know.
over there saying some stuff too.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. It's weird. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Said, can you hear us? We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I'm gonna need you to take the headphone off.
Nope.
I mean, that's legit. Like we can't hear you no more. Try talking to the phone without the headphones. See if it works.
Take the headphone off.
Look, we doing technology check now. Check. Mic check
Frozen
1
up.
2. Mic check. He froze. Oh dang. Oh, there you go.
Well, there it goes.
You back?
I'm mute.
You back? Sid? Hello? Can we hear you now? No.
He
I don't know.
muted. Unmute. Maybe. You there?
Uh-oh. Hello? Can you say something? It look like he froze again.
He froze?
Yeah.
He dropped off.
Good,
Dang technology.
I know. Blessing and
It was such a good show. You know they gotta hate on us.
Right.
Such a good show. But if he comes back, maybe we can get him before we close off. But let's definitely get into the game. Shout out to AP on these games.
Yes. Thank you.
The games.
Yeah.
He always come with some games.
Already. All right. So we're doing the one and only Black Card Revoked.
Okay.
Yeah.
A fun and nostalgia filled game celebrating African American, aka American Black popular culture. It's bound to invoke hilarious debates among young and old alike. So don't get your Black Card revoked. All right. So it's really simple. You got two different categories. You got majority rules and you got correct answer wins. All right. And it's really simple. You do a multiple choice A, B, C, or D. It's great when you have shots. So like if you don't get it right, you gotta take a shot. They have those different versions that you can play. So let's go into the questions. This is some of the questions that they have. This is a category, so they got different categories.
They're not worried about that, Mom.
Hey, mute Zay. They got different categories. So I'm gonna tell you guys the category. Okay, so this is correct answer wins. All right. So there is a correct answer versus majority rules. This is in the category of music. All right, y'all ready? The question is, according to Boosie, after wiping down your shoulders, what should you wipe next? A, your shirt. B, your chest. C, pants. Or D, shoes. Wipe me down. What y'all got?
It's your chest.
Yes, everybody say chest.
Yeah.
Shoulders, chest, pants.
Yeah. I had to do the dance to figure it out.
Y'all, when that song came out, I was in college. Oh my God, that was my song.
Club boy in the club.
Like that, bro. You know you got them songs where like, hey, I'm going straight to the dance floor. Wipe me down. I was definitely going to the dance floor now. All right, that's good. That's good.
He gonna wipe them down.
Wipe me down. All right, here's another correct. Let's see. This is gonna talk about who. Let's see who's our house party fans. All right.
Oh,
this is movies. All right. Question is, whose nickname was Dragon Breath on House Party? Okay. A, Chill. B, Bilal. C, Pee Wee. Or D, Kid.
Pee Wee.
It's Bilal.
Bilal.
You was
Correct.
wrong.
It's Bilal. Martin Lawrence's character.
We had never even watched House Party before.
Who ain't seen House Party before? Oh my God, we're going to watch House Party this weekend. What? We're watching all three of them. House Party 1, 2, and 3.
Definitely gotta have
My Black Card.
House Party 3 got one of the most iconic scenes on earth. Yes, the dinner table scene.
The
original. But I'm talking about like in sequels, like at funny scenes. This scene has Bernie Mac. Hold on, yo. These are the greats that are in this scene. You got Bernie Mac, and you got Red Fox.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Red Fox. Ronaldo Ray. Forgive me. Ronaldo Ray and Bernie Mac going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
And y'all, when I tell you that scene is like one of the most hilarious scenes there. All right. Let's do a majority wins. Okay.
Yep.
Answer the question. This is in the music category again. Which male old school artist would you bring back? A, Luther Vandross. B, Marvin Gaye. C, Michael Jackson. Or D, Prince.
Yeah. Michael Jackson.
Wait, what was D?
Prince.
It's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, automatic.
I gotta go, Mike.
It's gonna have to be Luther for me.
I wish Luther, baby. I need Luther. I need big Luther. Okay.
Honestly, for me, I would bring back Marvin Gaye. I want Marvin Gaye back. Yeah, Marvin Gaye got killed right at the pinnacle of his time. Marvin Gaye wasn't even able to.
That was before my time, sir.
Mike. In the entertainment industry, Mike lived three lifetimes. So yeah,
I feel like Michael Jackson had done all he could do. I don't know. Maybe he ain't.
Michael didn't Gay. He had his time to shine.
Right, Mike don't want to come back. Mike said, "This is it."
I knew that was gonna come out somewhere.
Mike said this is it. I don't think Mike want to come out.
Legendary.
That's some Sagittarius in
Hey,
here,
I'm with
man.
y'all. I feel like Michael Jackson. Like I'm done with that place
Yeah,
down
Mike
there.
said this
I
is
don't
it.
want
Mike was like, you know what? I'm okay.
I'm bringing back the microphone when he was black.
okay.
That's
Okay.
the mic I
Hey,
want.
Mike was like, yeah, they probably did kill me, but you know what? It's all right. It is okay.
I need some Luther.
I
I
like
gotta
this.
go Marvin then.
Some love music and soul and some of that
All right.
groove type music back.
Majority wins. All right. Majority rules. All right. This is in the category of life. As a kid, if you called child services on your mom, what might she do? A.
Big joke.
A. Cry. B. Snatch the phone from you.
Yeah.
C. Not a damn thing. Or D. Start packing your bags.
She gonna pack my bag.
I ain't never gonna take my bag. Oh, me. Leave.
She gonna pack the bag.
She gonna help me pack.
Help me
glad.
Oh, you want to leave? I'm gonna help you pack.
Right.
Right. Hey,
All right. I like
That's
that. So we
legit.
all gonna say help pack. All right. All right. Here's another correct answer in the category of mama. All right.
Oh Lord.
Ooh.
What might your mama give you if you start crying in the store? A word of encouragement. B, candy.
We black.
C, a stern warning. Or D, something to cry about.
Oh yeah.
That's stern warning. That's
stern warning.
It ain't no more. Don't do nothing else.
Oh no, I think it might be. She going to option D automatic.
Yeah, something to cry about.
Ain't no warning to it, huh?
Ain't no warning.
Your warning was before we got in the store. You knew
Right,
better.
yeah,
when
me.
we walked
That's
in.
the car conversation.
You know what? That was, yeah.
That's the third warning. Then you did it, so now you got to
Yeah, nah, we wouldn't even be crying in the store because we had that talk. Now,
Right.
We got something relatable.
Won't even look at nothing. Don't
Within
ask
the
for nothing.
generation.
Don't touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
Don't look at nothing. Walk
Don't
your
look
head
at
down.
nothing.
But let me say the
Bruh.
difference of the generations though, because I feel like now at least come in, you got the babies too. I be like, this generation just don't give a care. Like you can look at them, they don't care. You can talk that talk. She always
I be like, didn't I say don't do that when we come in this store?
they don't
Right
care.
to me.
So I just
Nah,
feel like
the generation bad. They bad.
no, don't say that. Don't say that. They're just beyond their years.
They're spoiled. They're really spoiled.
They don't fear the belt enough.
That's
That's what it is.
Cause my niece a handful.
Cause we
Fear the
lazy.
belt.
Because we lazy.
Ain't nobody got time to be whooping you out of breath by the time you get there.
Like this.
I said what I said. Go sit down.
That's it. That's it.
Man.
I take it all away.
Man, it's funny. I think about that. That's hilarious.
Here's another majority rules.
Okay.
What's something weird black people are legit scared of? A, being ashy. B, eating meat that's not well done. C, pit bulls. Or D, roaches.
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 Automatic.
Yeah, I don't play with
Roaches.
I don't play with roaches.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
The meat, we can get that back to the kitchen. We can get
I don't know. What was
back.
that first one?
The first one was being ashy.
That's a good one too.
That's a good one, but black people gonna be like, I need
Bro,
some
you
lotion.
better not walk
Quick.
out the house you ashy. Woo, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I thought water was gonna be on there.
Just because you brown.
Black folks scared of water.
Oh Lord.
Not water.
Roaches.
Nobody want to go swimming. Oh man.
Y'all want to do another one or y'all good? That was
One more
good.
for the road.
Yeah, one
Right.
more.
One more.
One more.
All right. Y'all want to do another majority wins?
Yeah, I like that one.
That's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is also in the category of life. You know it's about to be a fight when you hear someone say, A, we need to talk.
Nah.
B, I just find it funny how
Yeah.
That one ain't it.
That took
See?
Zay out.
See,
That's the favorite line.
so what you not gonna do is, or
That
D, didn't I tell you?
Nah, so what you not about to
Right.
do?
So what you not gonna
So
do
what you
is
not about to
Yes, bro.
What you not about to do? We not about
what
to
you
do
not
this.
gonna do.
I ain't gonna lie though. In the man, I like the. I kind of find it funny. That, I like that one because that one is like so. That be the ones that turn left really quick. I find it funny that you really act really strange when you come around. Like, yeah, bro, that just
Cause that brings attention to everybody.
also, I ain't gonna lie, I be seeing it in the aspect of relationships. And y'all ladies love to find things funny.
Here we go. He had to go there.
He got back
I
up.
find it funny that every time you gotta come up here with a woman, AP. Okay.
He got back up. He got back up.
Always about a woman.
He ain't wild though.
That's not true.
Yeah, well.
No.
Right, because I be over here talking about what you not gonna do is play with me.
Oh man, this was great, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. We truly enjoyed y'all. Is Sid still on here?
I think so. I don't know.
I heard him say
thank
something.
you, Sid. I hate that you had technical difficulties at the end, man, but we always thank you again.
Yes.
But thank you to everybody, you guys.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you guys for being here and uplifting your voices and letting our space be a safe space. I appreciate that. I do. We appreciate
and let's not stop here. Hey, y'all are already connected. Like, welcome, y'all already family. So, hey, stay tuned. Let's bring more folks. Like, yo, we're trying to do in-person stuff.
Yeah.
Like, especially when things open back up. Let's do some more. I would love to have a round table dialogue and we can just talk about different topics and just let y'all have the floor. I would love to bring some of the politicians and stuff there to really hear from y'all. They would love to see that because they used to just hearing the same old people complain about the same problems when
I'm all for that.
I feel like if we come up there, they'll probably be like, okay, they is serious.
Yeah. I definitely think they'll take you guys. I think they'll take their job more seriously and they'll be like, okay, wait a minute. They'll see something new. And I definitely think you guys will be able to challenge them on a whole different level because y'all ain't afraid to come raw and rugged.
Yeah.
Rough and raw. Whatever y'all need to come to get whatever
put on the table.
And they get to hear y'all heart.
Yeah.
That part. That's valid. Can you talk now, Sid?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry
you want
about
to leave
that,
us out with what you was gonna say earlier, if you remember?
What was the topic again? I'm sorry.
I ain't got even said. I forgot myself.
I think it was like basically a misconception about our generation.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
left off who was lazy.
I know. Thanks.
Yeah, we not a lazy generation. Like the older generation was taught, after high school or 18 years old, you go to the military or you go to school or you just get a job. And if you get a job, you need to stay there for about 25, 30 years until you retire. And then you have a family, a wife or a husband, and have kids, and you live happy ever after. But a lot of those people live miserable lives because they didn't love their jobs. They wanted to, they just working, just to make ends meet. Our generation, we might be 25, 30 or whatever, but we're not trying to settle for something that we don't like. We don't want to be at a job 25 years and dragging to work every day. Like, we want to actually do something that we enjoy doing for the rest of our lives. So, like, and also mention, like, streaming. I was also about to plug myself. If y'all want to see a good streaming platform on Twitch, you can follow me at King_17. I'm affiliated with Twitch now, so I stream some good content as far as video games and stuff like that. But that's another stream of income. We got TikTok, we got Instagram, we got Facebook, we got all these different platforms. We got DoorDash. We got, we got so many ways to make money and do better. Like, our goal is not to make $40,000, $50,000 a year. We trying to make 6 figures, and we trying to make 7 figures, 8 figures. We trying to be entrepreneurs. We trying to start our own businesses so we can put more people on to get our business higher. You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to be the next Bezos, the next Steve Jobs. We're not just trying to be the middleman and just work for the Irish people. So it's we not lazy. We just have goals. We have passion.
That part. And on that note, I would say definitely shout out to the Hood Talks podcast. We are doing April 2nd. We're talking about entrepreneurship. Overworked and underpaid is entrepreneurship the way, especially in the Black community. So I'm glad you said that, because I think a lot of people are trying to walk into that space in our communities, and we need to talk about what that looks like. Is that beneficial?
And how to do it legitly so the IRS
and how to do it legitly.
Yes.
That's the part that they don't tell you.
That part.
Straight business, not a hobby, but business.
Right. That's the part they don't tell you on TikTok. How to pay your taxes so that the IRS don't try to put you in jail.
Or your write-offs. What you can write off. Nobody's teaching that either. Because that's how these
I just learned about that.
I know. We all just learning. Believe me. We all. Because again, there's no spaces for real that is tapping into any of those educational pieces. But so that's what we have to do better. And also another plug, I know we said it, but let's really make it officially like, hey, Kicking It for a Cause in the summer will be going in person.
Yes.
And up, come tap in. We'll be doing all of this live in person, also still streaming, but again, in person. Man, it's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be not your average town hall. It's gonna definitely be gonna be kicking it.
Yes. It's gonna be a vibe, a real vibe.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to do my little dance.
We'll drink now.
Yes, he is. Yeah, on behalf of someone else, not us.
Not us. We gotta
put someone else. But that will be there. So yeah, make sure y'all keep tapping into that. Make sure y'all catch us again the 4th Thursday of next month, Kicking It for a Cause every 4th Thursday. But also, the Hood Talks podcast is dropping content pretty much every week. So we got a live conversation with a candidate from Ferguson's upcoming election. The council candidate Von Walker will be here on Wednesday to talk with us about what that position looks like and what is it like walking into those spaces. Shout out to Von. He was actually with us last time we had the young folks.
He's young. How old is he?
Yeah, Von is 20-ish.
Yep, see.
No older than 25. So yeah, he's a young guy out here about to run for Ferguson County Council.
Found for her stuff.
We need him. We need him over there. It's getting wild over there.
Oh, I agree. I'm in Ferguson, and I'm like, yes, we do need him. We need him. We need all y'all. Let me say this: we need all of y'all, because not one can just do it. We need all y'all. So I hope this sparks something for y'all to keep having these conversations, getting involved, and I'm so happy to see that Kelly in that space is rubbing off on you. But for real, y'all, we need y'all. We need y'all.
Is it light skinned Vaughn from Harris though?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's
up. I said light skin Vaughn.
Bro, that is how we do. Yo, that's how we do too. You talking about light skin, dark skin Harry.
Yes, so he will be here live. Actually, he's going to do his segment live, which was a shocker. But we're gonna do it live, and we're gonna talk about just what it looks like for his experience being into the world of politics and all that good stuff. So tap in, y'all. Keep tapping in. And on that note, is there anything else? Go fill out the survey.
Yay, share that info.
Go fill out the survey. Kelly, you got anything?
April 5th is hella elections. Please go Google whatever your municipality is to get that sample ballot. Yes. See what's on the ballot. It's a lot of interesting things going down. So just make sure you check that out and be sure to go vote.
Yes. And AP, you got anything?
Shout out once again to these young folks, man. Appreciate all y'all coming on. I'm so proud. Appreciate y'all. I'm proud of you guys. I respect each and every single one of y'all. I'm so glad y'all came on and participated and everything. Y'all know I love y'all. So
Much love. Yes.
Quick question: you talking about this like ballads like this, like these type of ballads?
Yep, that's a sample.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, go learn. Google them propositions because there ain't nobody telling us about them either. Google them propositions and learn about them also because they can be tricky. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but shout out to you for having that. Yes.
Yes.
Go let your voices be heard. It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. And on that note, y'all, we out.